the university is moving towards a standardised kind of format for Moodle sites. We understand that. But what we heard students saying was that in many cases, they're not sure where the assessment resources are in their Moodle sites. So they find it difficult in this first term to actually find the information that will best support them to complete their assessment tasks. So what we're advocating is that people consider a central assessment part of their course. Now, not the assessment block where your course profile already sits, but an assessment resources part where you might put things like your frequently asked questions, your exemplars, you know, the unpacking of the task, the small videos to support students' understanding of the task themselves. And in that way, students will be able to find what they need to, they know where to orient towards to find those things, and it becomes a less distressing sort of process when they're trying to do these things that they're unfamiliar with.
So as you note, this course does have a separate assessment section, and in this separate assessment section there are exemplars for the students to have a look at. These exemplars are also annotated so that the students can see why this was an exemplar. There's an explanation of how you might go about doing the assessment task, but having all that information housed in one area makes it easier, particularly for those first year students, to navigate the task and also navigate the Moodle site.
The way I have set up the Moodle page is such that firstly there is one segment on the page where all the assessment information is found. That is something that I've learned from students over the years that they've found frustrating when bits and pieces of information are all over the Moodle page. What I've done is I've combined it into one central location. So everything is there. Their mark sheets, their guidelines documents, all of it is in that one location.
Because we really have a focus in this unit about introducing new forms of assessment that are authentic and sustainable, we found that the best approach for students to understand this assessment is to actually have an assessment topic on Moodle, rather than breaking our Moodle site down into the weeks of the term and they progress through a week and then up pops an assessment item somewhere towards the end of that week. We've flipped that around and we've put the assessment right up the front. We feel this is really important because we believe a lot of students are actually motivated by the assessments. So they come into a unit and they see what the assessments are first and they work backwards from there. So what do I need to learn in order to complete this assessment task to the level that I'm striving for? So we don't resist that, we put the assessments right up front. And in that way, because the students progress from one assessment to the others and progressively develop the learning outcomes, we're actually providing the assessment as a framework for the curriculum. Putting it up the front gives the students exactly what they want and helps them to really understand what we're looking for.
Finally, when trying to help your students locate resources on Moodle effectively, you can make sure you follow your school's Moodle template so students experience consistency around where resources are located. Create an assessment section on your Moodle site where students can locate the task description alongside criteria and standards, supporting video resources, exemplars, checklists, frequently asked questions, and other assessment support.
We hope you've enjoyed this short video and taken out some insights about assessment navigation and how important it is in the setup of your unit. We're going to leave you with some reflection questions that may guide your practice as you reconsider what you're doing in your units of work. What resources does the student need to find and access to complete each assessment task? Where is each of these located? Could these be moved together into a section, allowing all task-specific resources to be located together for ease of navigation and access? Are all of these resources clearly labelled so students immediately know what they are and how they can help?